everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Thursday. We are going to be playing this right here. And this is Star Wars The Clone Wars. If you don't know what this game is, it is a game that is, of course, themed with the Clone Wars, but it is using the pandemic system originally designed by Matt Leacock. This game is designed by Alexander Ortloff. And so it's used within the pandemic system, so that's generally the idea. There are some nuances that we'll go over throughout the course of the playthrough, but you're basically using the pandemic system to within the Star Wars, the Clone Wars universe. So that is that. If you hear, I forgot to turn my computer off over there, so if you hear some dings, it's just people texting me, and I will do my best to not have to answer. Thomas, welcome back from Iceland. Hope you had a great time. We saw the pictures, Jess and I, and frankly, we were drooling over those pictures of Iceland that you guys took. It looks like you had a wonderful time. Welcome back, however. That looked like an amazing trip. But thank you for being here. Matthew Vincent is here. Hola, good to see you. Can I play Jar Jar? Jar Jar is not a Jedi. And you can only be Jedi in this game. So Jar Jar is not a person, not a playable character. Luke Shirus is here. Mr. Luke, Mr. Shirus, good to see you. Just arrived. I did as well, so you're not behind, sir. Good job. Ooh, wow. That was hot. That was my first sip of coffee. I just made it. Oof. Owie. All right. Well, we're going to be playing Star Wars The Clone Wars. Galaxy and Chaos. It's got some pretty cool miniatures. And just from setting it up, I've heard a lot of good things about this game, by the way. Just from setting it up, I'm digging it already. I love the minis. I'm loving the Jedi minis. I'm using Snips and Anakin as far as the two Jedi that we're using, and each character starts with 3 squad cards in their hand. We've gone through and put everything out there. So as far as getting the invasion deck ready, seeding the board at the beginning of the game, we've got our threat counter over here at 0, and we've got our invasion counter with at the leftmost spot, which is 2 cards each. And of course, if you've played Pandemic before, this is going to be generally the same. Now, with that having been said, there are some nuances, as I mentioned earlier, that we'll go over once we hit them, and you might even notice the nuances as they're happening. But generally speaking, in order to win the game, I'll go ahead and get down to the table here. In order to win the game, that was a hard cut. I usually don't do hard cuts. I'm sorry. I thought Jar Jar was Yoda's boss. No, Jar Jar is a Sith Lord. Well, he's not one of the villains either. So, I didn't. Okay, back up top for a second, you guys. All right, listen. I didn't dislike Jar Jar's presence in any of the movies. I know that's a hot take. Do with it what you will. Did I think it was goofy? Yes. Was he comic relief? Yes. What was the guy's name? Ahmed Best? I think he did a great job as an actor, and I think he should be left alone, generally speaking. I don't have any problem whatsoever with Jar Jar. Well, here's the thing. I don't have as much problem as a lot of people have with Jar Jar. I just don't. So Jar Jar is not a playable character for either the villain or the Jedi. He's just not in the game. So there you have it. This is Clone Wars. This is so it is what it is. We'll just leave that at that. Back to the game. All right, here we go. So I have the invasion deck here, invasion discard deck. So these cards are from seeding the board. So all of these cards here, along with these two mission planet cards that we were told to go ahead and put into the discard, the invasion discard deck at the beginning of the game. So these are the rest of the planets that are out there. These are missions. The way that the Jedi can win this game is that we have to go through on a Jedi Knight level. I usually go with the easiest level, which is Padawan, which means we only have 3 missions available. I decided to go with just above the Jedi Knight level, and that means we have 4 mission cards in the deck. So what we have to do in order to win, we have to go and complete all 4 of these missions, and then we have to go over here, and once we've completed the 4th mission, we will turn Ventress, which is the villain for this, for the one that they tell you to start with. They have a finale set up that you have to do, and then you have to go through that finale and beat the finale. In order to do, you have to do all of that in order to win. Now, if, actually, I did read it, but let's see here. Losing, here we go. If the threat marker, bing, 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 reaches, I'm sorry, where is it? If the threat marker reaches the bottom of the space threat track, which is where I guess Order 66 happens, then you lose the game. If you complete all the missions and the final finale, or the finale on the back of the villain sheet, you immediately win the game. Those are the 2 ways that you can win. All right, so there aren't any diseases. Another thing that's a little bit different from Pandemic is that if you add a 4th, if you have to add a 4th droid to a planet, instead of that planet exploding with droids on adjacent planets, a blockade marker will go down on that. Blockades are 2 health to get rid of. In other words, you have to do 2 damage to the bad guys in order to get these out of the way, and you have to attack them first before you can attack things on the planet. So that's one of the ways. Also, whenever you add a 4th, you're going to raise the threat level, and so that's bad. You want to, so the idea of Pandemic that you want to keep things away from 4 or reaching 4 is still the same, but there's different consequences in this game rather than in Pandemic. It is possible for a planet to have more than 1 blockade marker on there, so that's of note. And keep that right there so that you can see that it is Star Wars, the Clone Wars. I like to have the name of the game visible on the board somewhere. Generally speaking, what we're going to be doing, and you can see it down there on the bottom of the board there, so you get to ready your cards. So another cool thing that's in this game is that when you have these squad cards in your hand, you still have a maximum of 7 cards available. So that's your hand limit, and you can always discard down if you ever go over that, but you have to immediately discard down. You can't like wait until the end of your turn or anything like that. But instead of using these cards back into the squad deck, you're going to be tapping them, basically. We use the word tap. Oh, no. Anyway, you're going to be exhausting them, okay? And to use their special abilities, there are 5 different kinds of cards in the deck. There are transports, there are stealth cards, there are armor cards, there are assault cards, then there are also ally cards. Ally cards are the only cards in the deck that are going to be used. When you use them, you have to discard them. All of the other cards, you can exhaust them, and then at the beginning of your turn, the next round, everything readies, and you can use those cards again. There are some abilities, though, that will allow you to ready a card during your turn, I believe. I just don't know exactly what those are. This is the first time I've played the game. Anyway, first thing that you do in the round on your turn is you're going to ready your cards. Then the second thing you do is you do 4 actions. This is all sounding very similar to you at this point. 4 actions can be flying, which is basically moving your Jedi from one space to the other. You can attack, which is basically you're going to roll this die. The die have little star symbols on them, which are successes. And then they also have starbursts on them, which are damage to the Jedi that is rolling the dice, all right, or involved in the battle. And so you can attack. To attack, you roll the die. And so this would be 2 successes, which would boink, boink, knock those 2 out. If Anakin were rolling over here, we would take that out. After that roll, you can use any of your cards that will help in an attack, but also use that. Notice that you're going to be using those same cards to accomplish these missions over here. You can also reinforce, which is drawing 1 card from the squad card for every action that you choose to do a reinforce action. You can also attempt missions. If you're on planets where they have mission tokens, then if you are on that planet, you can attempt to accomplish that mission. And basically it's just trying to get the number of using the number of the kinds of cards that are there. You have to get that many successes. So this means that I have to have 6 assault and stealth cards. Any combination, I can have 4 of one and 2 of the other, whatever, but I have to have 6 of those. And it says only the current Jedi can contribute those cards. So that mission down there in Bardota is a little bit more of a difficult one. This one up here, we have to have transport cards, and they have to be 6, and add 1 for each Jedi on Nalhada. So if both Jedis are up here, that means that we have 2 of those 6 already, and then we have to just have 4 more transport cards in order to accomplish that mission. And then we don't know what these other 2 missions are. But so that's another thing that you can do, is attempt a mission. So those 4 actions are flying, attacking, reinforcing, and attempting a mission. So you can do any 4 of those. Then you're going to activate the villain. The villain, if they have a little thing here, we have to activate that first. And then once we activate that, we'll remove it from the deck, flip over one of these cards, and resolve that card from top to bottom. And then put the card here in the discard pile and flip that over. Once we've activated the villain, we'll do an invade planets, which we look at the invasion deck here. We have to flip over 2 cards from the deck, and that will seed more droids, battle droids, on the table. And basically we do that until either the win or the loss condition is made. And that's basically how you play Star Wars: The Clone Wars. So getting back here, I thought, let's see, 45-year-old Star Wars fan here, and I feel Jar Jar was great for what he was meant to be. Thank you, Brent. We can be friends. We can be friends even if you disagree with me. I don't play that game. But there you have it. Let's see here. Have you played this before? No, Tom, I have not. You probably asked that before I said that I have not yet played this. I have, but I haven't tabled it. Been on a United kick lately, Marvel United. A go-to game for me and younger sons, Mick B says. All right, well, very cool. Nice to have you here, Mick. Thanks for being here. Nice to have you too, Brent and Luke. I think I've said hi to everybody. If I haven't, I'll get to it at some point in time. Just stay active in the chat, and I'll see you. All right. Let's see here. So, one more thing I need to double check. I have to take the girl characters. Oh, that's fine. No worries at all. They're all Jedi. I do have to check one thing here. Oh, some of the villain cards will refer to the top card or the top planet, and that's going to refer to the top planet that is in the discard pile not the invasion deck. So if something over here says that we need to do something with the top planet, then it's talking about the top card of the discard pile, which will change as we are invading more planets. So do be aware of that. Bum, 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 bum. And yep, okay. So the epidemic cards that are going to be coming out are actually called Planet Under Siege cards. So when a Planet Under Siege card comes out of the villain deck, then we are going to advance the invasion marker 1 spot. And then we're going to draw the bottom card of the invasion deck and add droids to the matching planet until there are 3 droids on it. Then we're going to shuffle the invasion discard pile, including the card you just drew from the deck, and put them back on top of the invasion deck. And then that round will continue. And then we go to another invade planets step. So the activate villain phase is where things are going to get a little spicy. But as we are beginning, I have randomly chosen. That means I just chose Anakin to go first. So in a solo mode, you do play 2 different Jedi. So you're basically playing a 2-player game, but you're making all of the decisions. But you have this solo token that you're going to be putting on the active Jedi. So we've chosen Anakin to go first. His ability is that for a free action during attack, you can use any of your cards as if they were assault cards during this attack. The book has a clarification on that. It simply means that you can use stealth as assault during the course of the game. The book seems to lend itself to saying that you cannot use armor or transport cards as if they were assault. So that's an important clarification, I think. The book, when it is clarifying the abilities here at the end of the game, it says, when using your ability to attack, you can exhaust stealth as if they were assault instead. If you do, other Jedi can only exhaust assault as normal. So the card here is misleading. It seems to be clarified by the rulebook, so we're going to go with that clarification. I can use stealth as assault whenever I want to. Normally, you have to use either stealth or assault to add attack to your value. But Anakin can use stealth as assault and so forth. Ahsoka Tano's, or Snips, her free action is she can exhaust up to 2 cards, and for each, deal 1 damage to your planet or a connected planet. So that's pretty cool. She has the ability to affect damage here, 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 and here by exhausting up to 2 cards, and you can split that damage up any way possible. Any way you want, rather. And the clarification in the rulebook says that you can actually get rid of blockade tokens on any of those planets using her special abilities. So that's a pretty cool thing. Are there solo rules, or are you just playing 2 characters? Well, though, that is the solo rules. You have to play with 2 characters, and you have to use... So I've chosen Anakin to go first. After he goes, this is going to shift over to Ahsoka, and then after she goes, it's going to come back to Anakin. So I've chosen Anakin to go first, which means that it's going to go back and forth in that order for the rest of the game. So that's a solo rule. Everything else is basically... it's a 2-player game. You're just running both of the Jedi. What the heck? Anakin is not a Jedi. He is too, JT. Solo rule only gives you a token to keep track of who you are playing at the time. Yep, that is absolutely correct. Whoa, don't call her Snips. Only Anakin can call her that. I'm playing Anakin, so I'm calling her Snips. Deal with it. Let's see. I thought Anakin was a Jedi. We just didn't get a key to the executive room. The executive restroom. First character should be from high ground. Well, it's funny. As I was setting up, I actually chose Obi-Wan to be. I actually chose Obi-Wan and Obi-Wan and Anakin to be the 2 Jedi. But after I was like, nah, this is Clone Wars. We need to have Snips and Anakin going together. So I changed it. But check this out. When I was doing setup, you have to draw, you have to shuffle up the reference cards. And on the back of the reference cards, it actually gives you your starting location. Anakin's starting location was Naboo. And Obi-Wan's starting location was Kamino. I just thought that was really freaking cool. But I changed and wanted it to be Snips and Anakin. Just for the further flavor of the Clone Wars. But I thought that was really freaking cool. I shuffled and everything. I did not choose it, and it just came out that Annie starts on Naboo and Obi-Wan started on Kamino, but I switched Obi-Wan out for Ahsoka. So I thought that was pretty cool. And yes, I actually, before I read that rule that the person has to be from the high ground, I actually chose to have Obi-Wan go first. So I'm just saying everything has proceeded according to my plan. Eric. It doesn't have as much sand. If he would have started here, it would have been I would have moved, his first action would have been to move because he hates sand. Anyway, all right, so here we go. We're going to get started here. So we've refreshed. Anakin's going first. We've refreshed all of our things. So my first thing here is going to be attack. So I'm going to roll the die. And there's 1 there. I'm going to go ahead and use 1 stealth to add 1 to that, which will take care of both of these things here. And that is my first action of 4. My second, third, see my, let's see here. Okay, my second and third will be to come up. No, second and third is going to be to draw. 1, 2. So I've got another one of those, and I also have an ally. Ally is the Bad Batch. Oh, that's freaking cool. The Bad Batch is an ally. That's awesome. Okay, so discard. I can deal 2 damage on my own planet. So that will stay in my hand as well. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to go ahead and draw another one to make 6, and it gives me another ally. Hondo says that I can move 1 Jedi to any planet, can't interrupt an action. All right. Now, I wonder if I think using cards is free. So what I think I'm going to do, let me just double check. Because I don't want to do something stupid. Squad cards. Allies. Unlike other squad, you must discard an ally card to use an effect you can use anytime, even on other players' turns, unless specified on the card. If an ally card is exhausted by another effect, it cannot be used until it is ready. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use Hondo. And it says move 1 Jedi to any planet. We're going to come over here to assist Snips on Kamino. And that is put into the discard pile. So we have used 1, and that is the end of my turn. Now I'm going to activate the villain. So the first thing that happens here, the villain deck says, if Ventress is on a mission planet, advance the threat level. Well, she's over here on Ryloth, so it is not on a mission planet, so we don't have to do that. So we just flip over a card. So Ventress is on the board. Yes, she is. Roll the die. Move Ventress 1 planet per success toward the closest mission. All right, so we're going to do that first. And we have 1. Closest is up here, so she's going to move over to Geonosis. Then each Jedi on her planet or a connected planet suffers damage, suffers 1 damage. Okay, well, we don't have any Jedi on those planets, so nothing happens. So the assassin card is done. We're going to take this and put it right back here so that we remember to check that first. And now we go back to invading planets. So we look at the invasion thing here. So we're going to flip over 1. So Rishi gets a battle droid, and Sereno. Sereno gets a battle droid as well, which is over here. And that is that. Paul Snugs. Hi, Sam, everyone. I've not played this solo. Very interesting. Very good. Bob Rock is here. What's up? Just saying that Anakin didn't get cool till his legs melted off. That's funny. Okay. All right. So that is Anakin's turn. And now we go to Snips. Ahsoka Tano has a stealth guy and 2 transports. Transports are cool because it can add 1 to your flight away from a planet. So if I used 1 transport, I could go 1-2 with 1 action. And you can only use 1 transport, I believe, on each flight. All right, so I think the first action here is going to be is going to be to attack. We got to get those battle droids out. All right. So that's 2, which takes care of 2 of those. Snips is going to go ahead and add Stack as hers, and that's going to be 3. So all 3 of these guys are done. And they're going to come off the board. And then we have 1 damage that comes back, and I'm pretty sure Snips has to do that. But I think I'm going to have Anakin use his armor card over here, and that's going to prevent that damage from happening. And that's going to be the end of her turn. Let's see. She can exhaust up to 2 cards for each. Deal 1 damage on your planet or a connected planet. All right. Well... so that one's done. I think, let's see, I'm going to exhaust 1 transport and have Snips move 1-2 to Kashyyyk. And then we're going to exhaust that card using her special ability to deal 1 damage to these guys over here. And that's looking not too shabby. So that's the end of my turn as Ahsoka. So now we're going to activate the villain again. Is she on a mission planet? No, she is not. So that comes off, and we flip another card. So Stalk. Ventress is on the board. Yes, she is. Move Ventress 1 planet toward the closest mission. So she's going to come over here like that. And this is Ventress off the board, so that's not going to happen anywhere. But what this would say is, though, if she were off the board, like if we have defeated her in a battle, that would pull her off the board. And if she is off the board, you would place her in the planet that's over here on the top of the discard pile. So that's one of those things I was talking about earlier, that top planet thing. So she moves 1 closer. That's it. This goes back over here, and we flip 2 cards. So Felucia, let's see, where's Felucia? Felicia's way over here. And then the next one is Mon Cala. Mon Cala, which is right up here. Why is everything up in my neck of the woods? Well, that's actually not a bad thing, I don't think. All right. That is invade planets. So we come back to Anakin's turn. And so everything gets readied. Like so. And now we have 4 actions. So... let's see. 1, 2, 3. Only the current. So 1, 2, 3. Transmission. All right. Well, I think what I might want to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to use one action to draw one card. It's another armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to draw another one. That's second action. It's another stealth, which is cool. So that's 2 actions, yeah. And we'll use my other 2 to move over here with snips and see how that goes. I am 2 away from this one, though. All right, well, that's the end of my turn. I will now... She's not on the planet yet, so that doesn't happen. But we flip over another card, and this says Stalk. Ventress on board, move her to the closest. So this comes over here, and that's that. So now we actually have to go do something with her because that's kind of nasty. So we go to Invasion, Alderaan. Alderaan gets 1, and Nalhutta gets 1, which is here. Well, that sucks. Dude. All right. Comes to Ahsoka. And... All right. This seems like it might be a bad idea. 1, 2, 3... 4 damage there. I can do 2 by just discarding 2 cards, and there's a third right here. So I know I can take out... I just have to get 1 more damage. All right, first action is going to be come here to Nalhutta, and we're going to attack. Second action. Yes, baby! So I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1, 2, and I can exhaust both of these. Actually, you know what? I can exhaust 1 and 1 here to do 4 damage. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 cards using her special ability. So that is enough to take her out and to take this guy out. Snips is the bomb. So that's 2 actions. And now... yeah. And now we've got 3. And 4. Boom. All right. And so we're going to use this transport. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I just did my second and fourth action were these 2. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I'm done for my turn. Now we're going to... is she on the board? She is not. So that doesn't happen. And now we flip this over. Assassin. Ventress is on the board. Roll the die. Move Ventress 1 per planet per thing. But she's not on the board, so this doesn't actually happen. The planet, each on the planet connected. Okay, so she's not on the board, so nothing happens there. Wow, this is an easy person, I think. All right, this comes back here. We do need to Coruscant. It's way down there, and Umbara, right in the middle. Boom. Okay. That's the end of that. So next we come back to Anakin. Everything stays up. And we are gonna... we're gonna go 1. Boom. We're gonna discard the Bad Batch, which allows me to do 2 damage on your planet. So boom, these two guys are toast. Let's see. Oh, that's down there. Oh, what am I doing? That was 1. Yes, please. 2, 3, 4. Attempt the mission. So we're going to add 1 success for each Jedi on Nahada. So they're both there. So that's 2. Oh, no, wait. Fart knocker. What am I doing? 1, 2. Stupid. I'm getting these two things mixed up because I'm an idiot. So I need to get more. So I've done 1 action so far. 2. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so I didn't need to discard that yet. So now I have 7. Come on, be a transport. Crap. We'll keep that over there, and we'll still get rid of the armor. All right. Well, poopity boopity. That was 2 draws. So I had 1 over there. Use the ally. 2, 3 to draw those 2 cards. And we'll come back up here for 4. And we'll do that so we can get up here. Because maybe we'll be able to finish this. All right, Ventress isn't on the board. Night Sister. Okay, is she on the board? Nope, she's not. Move Ventress 1 planet, blah, blah, blah. Draw another villain card. Will poop. Planet under siege. There we go. All right, advance the invasion. Boom, just like that. Draw the bottom card of the invasion deck. Dink dink. So Solist gets, looks like it's going to be 3. Yep, because it has to go up to 3. Then that gets put here, and then we shuffle this. And place it face down on top of the invasion deck. So this is where it starts getting a little bit more fun, yeah? All right, this goes on top of the invasion deck. So that is that. So this stays there for now. Now we do invasion. So we have to draw 2. So we have Naboo, which gets 1, and we have Nalhutta, which gets another. I wonder if you can attempt a mission if there are bad dudes there. While on a mission planet, attempt a mission. You cannot attempt a mission with a blockade or a villain. Okay, so a blockade and a villain. So this or this will stop me from doing a mission, but that does not. All right, well, that's good. Okay, dokie. Oh, snap. I just realized something. Oh, well. So it's now Ahsoka's turn. Everything rights itself. All right, so I just realized this is not ready, so he won't be able to use it if she attempts the mission. So I still have to get 2 more of these cards. So first action, A. Second action, come on. No! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Third action, come on. No! So not doing anything there. We're going to discard that so that we can keep her 3 of this. She is going to, using her free action, she's going to exhaust 2 of these guys in order to deal 1 damage here and a connecting planet. That's a pretty freaking cool ability. I like it. All right, well, it looks like we'll be able to get it next turn, hopefully. All right, here we go. She's not on the board, so that doesn't happen, but we do need to shuffle this. And now we need to activate the villain. So the assassin, Ventress is on the board. She is not. So nothing happens. Whopak. Yeah. It doesn't say that she gets put back on the board, and there is a card in here that says that she gets put back on the board. So I don't think I'm doing anything wrong there. If anybody knows any different, let me know. Bromben, live long and may the force prosperity. Wow. Prosper. Yeah, there you go. That's good. That's good. From everything I've heard, I would have expected the table footprint of TI4 to be bigger. This is not TI4. Black Orchestra is a good one. Very good game. I own it, JT. We can play it if you wish. I think I own it. Don't I? I'm pretty sure I own Black Orchestra. I think I do. I'll have to double check and look. Every day is shuffling. Yep. Great, brilliant. Plastic Kill Hitler. Yep. Basically, Rise of Valkyries movie. Yes, that is correct. Wow, that's great. Next time we meet, you got to show me some pics. At Tom. We just got back a couple days ago. Yep. Okay, so go back to Anakin over here, and did we do? Yeah, we did the 2 cards. Yes. I think those 2 cards were. Yep, we need to do. No, that was the 2 cards on Ahsoka's turn. Yes. But that was part of that card. I think we still do another. So we need to do 2 more cards here. Coruscant and Anaxis. Oh man, Anaxis is looking bad. All right, now it's Anakin's turn again. This writes itself. First one is going to be to attempt the mission. So we get 2 successes, and then we need to get 6 more. So I'm sorry, 4 more. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that we have the 6, but I need to double check. I think you just have to activate them. Anakin exhausts 1 and 1. Yeah. Just exhausting. So she will exhaust these, and he will exhaust this. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that completes this mission, and we are good to go. So when that mission is completed, another one comes out, and Mandalore. Ooh, this goes down to Mandalore. So now we have to go down there and do that. So that was my first action. That's my first action, and oh wow, we need a lot. The Mandalore plot. When completed, move all Jedi to Mandalore on Mandalore to Coruscant. Oof. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So that was my first action. 2, 3, and 4. Got him. Don't even have to spend any cards, so he comes off. That's 4. So now she's not on the thing. We flip a card. She's not on the board. Draw another villain. Ventress off the board. Place Ventress on the top planet. So Anaxis is... Dang, that's not good. That's where that comes. And this comes back. Then we need to Rishi, which is up here, and the mission planet, the orange mission planet, which is right there. And she's right next to it. No! All right. All right, so that's the end of Anakin's turn. We go to Ahsoka. And we will do this. So, let's see. I think we're going to exhaust one of these to move 2. And then my second action will be to move here. I will exhaust 2 cards for her special ability. And we'll do 2 damage over there. Actually, no. We'll do 1 and 1. Like that. And then... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we just need those. So that was 1, 2, free action. So I have 2 more. 1, 2. So got that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll get both 5, 6, 7. Yep. I'm going to do these to keep it at 7. And that's the end of Snips's turn. Is Ventress on the board? If she's on a mission planet, she is not, so this doesn't happen. But this gets flipped over. Stalk. If she's on the board, move her 1 toward the closest mission planet. She's only 1 away from here, and she's 2 away from there, so she definitely comes up there. And it doesn't say anything else. So that's the end of that. Now we go down and invade. So we have Alderaan gets another one, and Ryloth gets another one up here. Okie dokie. Oh, I think we forgot to move the threat last time. So, sorry. That was my bad. Hope everything's going good for you. Yes, it is. Fancy Filmmaker, thanks for being here. All right, next one here. Now, we are going to the Mandalore plot. We are on Mandalore, but we have to get rid of that. We have to get rid of her first. We have one, let me see. Move all Jedi to Coruscant. That's not a bad thing. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got plenty. So that's a good thing. Ryloth and Alderaan. Alderaan and Ryloth, yeah. Those are the 2, I think, right? This has got to be an even number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is. Alrighty. So that's the end of her turn. Goes to Anakin. Anakin has that available, so he's just going to spend his first to come over here. Second is going to be to attack. And so we are going to roll. Oh, that's sucky suckies. So what we'll do here is we will, let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need 7. So I can use 3. All right, so we'll go with Ahsoka will use her special ability. Oh, can those special abilities only be used on her turn? I betcha. I betcha. Where is it? Jedi cards, which is a free action. You can only do it once during your... Okay, so she can't discard 2 cards to do 2 damage on her planet. Okay, so what we need to do then is we will just discard these 3. Not discard, but we'll use these 3 to add to my attack roll, which was 0, but that's enough to take her out. So that attack was successful. Now, my first was moving, second was attacking, third is going to be attempt the mission. So the Mandalore plot needs 7. Both these and these. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna activate all of them. Oof. Boom and boom. And that is enough to complete this mission. But we take a damage. Anakin will activate his armor card to get rid of that 1 damage that is done by the plot. And move all Jedi on Mandalore to Coruscant. So these guys will come down here to Coruscant. This comes away. And another one comes out. So the lost one is Obadiah. Obadiah is up here. Dang, so far away. All right. So that is 1 to move, 1 to attack Ventress, 3rd to do the mission, 4th. We don't have any. We're just a die roll. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll draw a card. And it's another one of these guys. Comet. I think we're just gonna get rid of it. That was because I'm at my max. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I haven't used that yet, but so 7. So that's that for Anakin. Now we come over here. She's not on the board. Nothing happens there. So we flip over Assassin. She's not on the board, and so no Jedi is going to get any damage. So that comes back. And that is Anakin. We go to Ahsoka. So Ahsoka is going to ready all of her cards. And we've got that too. So we need to, we can go over there and get that mission and then come back up and get that one. Ooh. All right, here we go. Can she do that on her own? Only the current Jedi can contribute. All right. Well, that's kind of shooky. But she's 1 down. She could do it. All right, first action is going to be to draw. And we've got a 3rd. So now, second action. Oh, I've got to get rid of one of these guys because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And second action is going to be to move Snips over to Barduda or Bardoda. And, well, she's going to have to take it. Okay, so she's going to exhaust 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is what this requires to attempt the mission. Only the current Jedi can contribute cards. That's only me. That's all 6. But now she's going to take a damage. I don't have any armor cards, so I have to discard a card out of my hand in order to use that. in order to take that damage. So that's that, but this one's done. And now this, since there's only one mission left, this comes over here, which is bad because if those mission cards come up, they're both going to be plopping here on top of Obadiah. So there's 3 cards that are going to be plopping battle droids here while these 2 things are here. That's a bad thing. So that is that. Okay, so it was 1 to draw a card, 1 to move, 1 to attempt the mission. I've got 1 left, so let's go ahead and draw a card, and that's going to be hard case, which is a plausible thing here. All right, so that's the end of hers. She is not on a mission planet, so that comes back, and this gets flipped over. Planet under siege, so this gets moved down 1. Advance the... Oh, wait. This does... That does do the threat, right? Pretty sure it does. Just want to make sure. It seems like it should, at least. Advancing threat. When the 4th droid, if you ever need to place a droid or a blockade, if you ever need to advance the invasion marker, some villain effects. Oh, okay. So this... Oh, wow. Advance the... Oh, so this is still at 0. Huh. Okay. Okay, then. Okay. All right, next one. Oh, sorry. Draw the bottom deck. Draw the bottom card from the deck. And flip over. Bardota. So this is going to come down to Bardota, like that. And then we take these guys and shuffle. Never heard of Kemencheria. I've heard of it. That was pretty cool. How long were you in Iceland? All right, you guys are just talking about stuff. All right. It's a GMT game about the rise and fall of the Comanche Empire. Yep, solo only, I believe. That is also true, I believe, Matthew. Hiked on a glacier. Went through ice tunnels on a glacier. Dang, that sounds awesome. All right, so these get put back down on top. And now we then place it face down on top of the invasion deck. So that's done. Now we invade. So we are now drawing 3. So Naboo gets 1. Nalhutta gets 1, and Rishi gets 1. Oh, wait, where's Rishi? Rishi is right here. Well, stinky, stinky. What is going on here? Ah, spooky games. Okay. Cool, cool. All right. All right, that was Ahsoka's turn. So now we come back up to Anakin. Anakin readies all of his cards here. And he is ready to go. I think his first one's going to be to attack. That is 2. That's cool. These guys go away. Boom. And... oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to turn that off because people are going nutso over here. All right. Sorry. People aren't going nutso, but they're just communicating. But I'm in a group chat with my son, his wife, and Jesse, and they just had a baby. My son and his wife, and so they just went home today, and now they're chatty, and that's not okay for this purpose. All right, so these are done. We just have to do that mission up there. Gosh, it's so far away. All right, so we did 1 attack, 2. See, we've got the cards to get up there. Well, she doesn't, but I think 2, is going to be to move up here and then 3 will be to attack. 2, wow, Anakin is marching on. And then 4 is going to be to use this and go up here like that, because we got to get up there. So that is the end of his turn. We're going to, she's not on a mission planet, so that doesn't happen, but now we need to shuffle this deck. Maybe, let's see, this is the 3rd time we've had to shuffle the deck. The threat still being at 0 is bothering me. Okay, if you ever need to place a droid, if you ever need to advance the invasion marker, but there are no further spaces, some villain effects can advance the threat marker. When a 4th droid be placed, and place a blockade. Yeah, no. I'm not used to doing this well at games, so I'm clearly flummoxed here. And I feel like I'm doing okay, but at the same time, it could all fall apart here pretty quick. So we've already checked that. So now we activate. Ventress is on the board. Roll the die. She's not on the board, so then each Jedi, no. So nothing happens there. So we come back up there, and that's the end of Annie's turn. Go to Snip's turn. She readies everything. I'm going to have 2. It's a little tight on this side of the board over here. So we're going to do that. Let's see. We're going to first of all use her special, or use her thing. We're going to exhaust 2 cards and do 2 from over here. And then that was a free action. And then we're just going to go 1, 2, 3. 4. We're going to do that. She was down there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. So, she's not on the board. Flip. Dang it. Advance the invasion marker. Wait. Yeah, we drew 3. Okay, good. All right. So, draw the bottom card of the deck. Mandalore. Didn't we just fix that place? This goes here, and then we shuffle. On top of the deck. And now, invade planets, so we got to draw 3. So now Hutta, Rishi, oh, this is bad, and Naboo down here. Getting a little saucy. Okay, so we invaded planets. And so we go back to Anakin. Anakin will ready that card. He will spend 1, 2 to come up here. Then they will activate 7. Place each villain on Abu Dai. Okay, well that sucks. All right, so we're going to activate. We're going to do that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's all 7. And then 1 damage is coming back to us, so I'm going to use my armor to block that, and that finishes this. Now, once we do that, we flip over this, and the end of this says that we place the villain here. Both of these come away. Now, it is, okay, so the final setup. Place Ventress and both mission markers on Solist. Oh boy. Solist is way down here, and both mission markers. So that comes down there. Fill Solist to 2 droids. So 1 was already there, so we have to add another one. And return this to the box. So we no longer have to check that anymore. Ventress leads droid forces in battle above Solist. When she is suddenly betrayed by her master, she lashes out at her Jedi pursuers. Interesting. All right, now once that has come up, pretty sure that now the other side of the card has no bearing whatsoever. So she no longer has hit points or anything like that. We have to go to Solist and turn in that many cards. All right, finale. When you complete the last mission card, immediately flip the over the villain sheet and resolve all finale setup effects. For the rest of the game, only the finale side of the sheet applies. Ignore the other side of the villain sheet. This can cause effects to change and can change the damage needed to remove the villain or make them impossible to remove. All right, so we can't remove Ventress anymore because she has no hit points. So we basically have to go down there. Each villain sheet says that what you need to do to complete the finale and win the game. Many finales require you to complete 1 or more missions. During the finale, you can attempt missions on a planet with a villain. Okay. So we just have to go down there and turn in some cards. Doug is here. Hi, Sam and Jess. Just got back to the mainland and are heading back to Washington. Bought this for our daughter, but haven't tried it yet ourselves. It is fun. I'm enjoying myself. I'll be honest with you. Okay, so that was Anakin's turn. So we did all of this. I don't think we're going through this deck anymore. Maybe we are. That's interesting because this is what said that we advanced the threat. So, but it also says to not worry about that anymore. I guess we are still going through the villain deck. I think that still applies. So we'll have to see how this works out. I'm going to still do this, though. All right, here we go. So now we need to flip this over. And Ventress is on the board. Yes, move Ventress to... She's already there. So that doesn't happen. Nothing happens here. And we continue with invasions. So Mandalore. One gets put there. Alderaan. Ooh. And Ryloth. That's not good. All right, so that's 3. That's the end of Anakin's turn. Come down to Ahsoka. And she will ready all of her cards. And 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do it. And because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we have this as well. So we've got 10. She can exhaust 2 to deal 2 damage to... Okay, we're going to do that as well. Exhaust 2, and we'll do 1 and 1, like that. And that's the end of Ahsoka's turn. Flip one of these cards over. Ventress is on board. Move Ventress toward the planet. Closest mission than each Jedi on her planet or a connected planet exhausts 1 card. All right, so I have to exhaust 1 more of these. And then that's it. Now we flip over Coruscant. An axis. Where is an axis? Way down here. Boom, like that. And Bardota, which is where she is. Boom, like that. All right. It's the end of her turn. Come back. Got this, this, and this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh man, that's what we need. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. All right, flip this over. She's on the board. Move her to the... so roll the die. Well, she's already on the planet, so we're not going to do that. Then each Jedi suffer 1 damage. So he'll do that to do that, but then she will do that to suffer that damage. Is it discarding? No, I don't think it is. Bing bong. Attacking, 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 attacking. Battles, 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 battles. Battles, 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 battles. Enemies, villains. Reinforce, attack. You might suffer damage in return. Some squad cards prevent damage. Damage is not tracked between actions, so remove. Villain's health. Okay, so... damage for each one rolled. Anakin suffers 2 damage from the mission, 1 damage from the thing. Discarding 3 cards. So we have to discard. She has to discard a card, so she'll discard this one. All right, discarding cards is important. That might be one thing that I did wrong. So, asterisk. All right, so that is Anakin's turn. Now we are going to activate Ventress, and Ventress is on the board. She moves 1 planet toward the... Okay, so that's nothing. Now we have to... Okay, so the mission planet gets 1, which is that right there. Camino gets 1, which is up here. And the mission planet gets another 1. Well, poo-poo. So that's bad. All right. So that's the end of his turn. We go back to Ahsoka Tano. She activates all of hers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Her first action is going to be to draw 1. So that will be that. That's 7. And then... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we'll do 2 to knock out 2 of these guys. with her special ability. And then we need to shuffle Ventress's deck. And Stalk. She just moves toward the nearest planet, but she's already there, so nothing else happens there. And we have to invade. So Felucia, Umbara, and Moncala. Okay. Wow. A lot of things getting out there. Hey, Bubba, I'm live. What you need?
I didn't know that you were live.
That's okay. I'm gonna be leaving here as soon as this stream is over. We're almost done. I'm gonna be there by 3:30, like I said.
Alright, do you have like the wipes?
No, I've got glasses cleaner. It'll work.
Yeah, he has.
Okay.
I need the wipes.
Okay, I'll bring wipes too.
Alright.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Just finished invasions, so now it's Anakin's turn. Oh man, I've got to get both. Everybody's gonna be there, so I can't move other people. Well, how much I can really do, really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna spend 1 definitely, but can't. I have to have both people there, so I can't do anything right now. It's 1, 2, Delta Aspirate. Do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we'll get rid of that. And I don't really have anything else I can do on my turn, I don't think. Reinforce, attempt mission. I can't attempt mission. I could attack, I guess, but I can't do any damage to... Oh, wait, this should be righted, I think, because I haven't had to do any damage. Oh, so that's a failed mission. I don't want to use any of my cards. So that's that. Ventress comes over. Ventress is on the board. She moves closest. Then each Jedi suffer 1 damage. Well, poop. Well, he will use this to, and she will use this to not take any damage. And that's that. So now we have to invade. So Solist, which is where they are. Dathomir. And Sereno. So that's that. And now it is Ahsoka Tano's turn. And I think this is where we might be able to win the game. Because she will use 1 to go here. And it does say that for the finale, the mission finales can be attempted while the villain is there. So we have to have a dogfight. We have to use... Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 3 more. I'm an idiot. Okay, so that was 1. Dang it. 2. 3. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so we're going to get rid of these two so that we're back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dang it, this would have righted. But Nugget. Do I want to exhaust anything to take care of those two dudes? I don't think so. Dang, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm one away. Crap. Doo-doo. All right. She moves. She's already there, so nothing happens, but we have to get some more cards out here. Lola Sayu, which is here. Kashyyyk, which is here. And Corellia. Ooh. Right there. Comes back to Anakin's turn. So Anakin, good night in the morning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. First action. Come on, we need a red or a blue. Chancellor Palpatine. Discard 1 Jedi may discard 1 squad card to draw 3 cards. Can't interrupt an action. All right, so that was the first action. So we're going to use that. We're going to discard this to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. So now, all right, we got that. And we're just going to discard these 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we're good. And now my second action is going to be to complete this. So we are going to discard or activate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that defeats Ventress. And we have won the game. Bada bing, bada boom. Forget about it. I can hear Obi-Wan saying, I told you, me and Snips had this from the very beginning. What were you worried about, Master? Exactly. That's how that goes. So we have won. Now this was the Jedi Knight level using the easiest villain. Ventress is the easiest villain. It does say for your first game, use Ventress. So that's what I did, but I ratcheted up the difficulty of the game by 1. So we played on Jedi Knight level. That means we used 4 missions, not just 3. We had to complete all of those missions and do the finale. And we won. And I think we played everything properly, but the internet will tell me if I did or not. But that is that. Yay, well done. Yes, absolutely, Paul. Thank you for being here. And thank you, everybody else, for being here. I have to get out of here. As you just heard, my son was calling me, hey, Dad, I need this. He's got his first football game today for school ball. So he's a little wired for that, and we're excited, too. We want to go watch him play. So we got to get over there and do that. Thank you for joining me here, though. We certainly appreciate that. Don't forget, tomorrow we do have a live stream. It's going to happen around 1, maybe 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. However, that is Pacific Standard Time. It might be a little bit later. Haven't heard back from JT. JT, if you're still watching, you need to answer your texts, buddy. Maybe you have and I just haven't seen it. I don't know. But anyway, it depends on what JT and I decide to do. It might just be me and Jess playing a game tomorrow afternoon. JT does have something going on with his work, but we thought about possibly doing something else after he gets back instead of the one with me and Jess, but just depends. We got to talk it out. I just haven't heard back from JT yet. Anyway, we're going to get on out of here. The long story short is we're going to have a live stream tomorrow afternoon, so come on back for it. And then tomorrow morning, you're going to be able to see our top 5 set collection games right here on the Flipside. Then you also have the bottom 5 over on the Dice Tower. Same time, different channel. See you guys and gals on the flip side. Take care. Yes, Tom, I think Jesse will like this.